a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Mani Ratnam. Gopala Ratnam Subramaniam, commonly known by his screen name Mani Ratnam, is an Indian film director, screenwriter, and producer who predominantly works in Tamil cinema. The Government of India honoured him with the Padma Shri, acknowledging his contributions to film in 2002. Despite being born into a film family, Mani Ratnam did not develop any interest towards films when he was young. Upon completion of his post-graduation in management, he started his career as a consultant. He entered the film industry through the 1983 Kannada film Pallavi Anu Pallavi. The failure of his subsequent films would mean that he was left with fewer offers. However, his fifth directorial outing, Mouna Ragam, established him as a leading filmmaker in Tamil cinema. He followed that with Nayakan. Mani Ratnam is well known for his Terrorism trilogy, consisting of Roja, Bombay, and Dil Se. He is married to actress Suhasini and has a son with her. He has won several film awards and nominations, including 6 National Film Awards, 6 Filmfare Awards South and 3 Bollywood Filmfare Awards. Early life. Mani Ratnam was born on the 2nd of June 1956, as the second child of a family that was closely associated with film production. His father S. Gopala Ratnam was a film distributor who worked for Venus Pictures, and his uncle, Venus Krishnamurthy, was a film producer. His elder brother G. Venkateswaran would go on to produce some of his films. His younger brother is G. Srinivasan, who like Venkateswaran would co-produce some of his films. Mani Ratnam grew up in Madras, along with his siblings and cousins. Despite being a film family, the children were not allowed to watch films as the elders considered it a taboo. As a youngster, films seemed like a waste of time, he claimed in a 1994 interview. However, he started watching films more actively when he was studying in the Besant Theosophical School. During this time, he developed an admiration towards actors like Sivaji Ganesan and Nagesh, watching all their films. When he was 15, he discovered director K. Balakanda and became a fan. Upon completing his schooling, he graduated with a degree in commerce from the Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda College, affiliated to the Madras University. Later, he did his Master of Business Administration in Finance from Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies, Mumbai. After finishing his post-graduation in 1977, he was employed in a firm in Madras as a management consultant, and continued to work there for some time. Personal life. Mani is married to Suhasini, an established actress in South Indian cinema then. The two first met in 1988 and got married the same year. The couple have a son Nanan. The family resides in Alwarpet, Chennai, where he runs his production company, Madras Talkies. Beginnings, 1977-1983. Mani Ratnam was satisfied with his job as a consultant as he found it to be a mere extension of his academics. During this time his friend Ravi Shankar, son of director B.R. Panthalu, was in the process of making his first film, in Kannada. Mani Ratnam had accompanied Ravi Shankar along with another friend called Raman, son of filmmaker S. Balakanda, to complete the script of the film. Mani Ratnam took a sabbatical from his job in order to ensure his participation in the making of the film. Being inexperienced, the makers were largely dependent upon the American Cinematographer magazine. The principal cast included Vishnuvardhan, Srinath, Ambarish, Lakshmi, and Roja Amani. When the filming was about to begin in Kolar, Karnataka, Mani Ratnam left his consulting job and joined the crew. The film, however, did not take off and was eventually shelved. Nevertheless, he was firm in his idea of becoming a filmmaker. Although not pleased with the films made in Tamil cinema till then, he was amazed at P. Paratharaja's 16 Vayadhanal, K. Balakanda's Apurvaragangal, and J. Mahendran's Malam Malaram and Utthar Ipukal. During this time, he befriended a group of people, namely P.C. Sriram, Santana Bharati, and P. Vasu, who shared common interests of entering into the film industry. With a script in hand, Mani Ratnam had an idea to either get a producer for his film or to narrate the script to a celebrated filmmaker, so that he could get a chance to work along with them and get to know about the various aspects involved in filmmaking. He chose 3 directors, Balakanda, Bharata Raja, and Mahendran, as the attempts to meet and convince all the 3 proved to be unsuccessful. He decided to look out for a producer. In the process, he, along with P.C. Sriram, who would collaborate with him in most of his future projects, met around 20 people. However, all the efforts turned out to be unsuccessful. Early years and struggle, 1983-1986. Mani Ratnam developed a script, originally written in English, into a film and named it Pallavi Anu Pallavi. His uncle Krishnamurthy agreed to produce the film, but imposed a condition that it should be made under a limited budget in Kannada, to which he agreed. As a debutante, Mani Ratnam wanted to make sure that the technical aspects of the film are good. He persuaded Balu Mahendra to do the cinematography, as he found the latter's work to be very impressive. He managed to get other crew members B. Lenin, Thotatharani, and Ilayaraja, all leading craftsmen in their respective fields then. For the male lead, he cast Anil Kapoor after watching his performance in the Telugu film Vamsavruksam. Lakshmi, who was a leading actress then, was signed up as the female lead. The film explored the relationship between a young man and an older woman, although an average grosser at the box office. The film fetched Mani Ratnam the Best Screenplay Award from the Karnataka state government for the year 1983. After watching Pallavi Anu Pallavi, N.G. John, a Malayalam film producer, offered him a chance to direct a film in Malayalam, scripted by T. Damodran, who was about the corruption in labour unions of Kerala. The film was completed within 2 months and got released in April 1984. Mani Ratnam attributed the failure of the film to the conflict of interests that he and the producer had. Following this, he entered Tamil cinema when G. Thyagarajan of Satyajyoti Films offered him a chance to direct Pagalni Lavu. The film had Murali and Revathi playing lead roles. It was different from his previous 2 films in a way that it included dance sequences and a comedy track. However, the film turned out to be another failure for him. The same year, he directed another Tamil film, Idar Kovil, a romantic drama. He remodeled a ready-made script on the lines of Charlie Chaplin's Limelight. Described by himself as an unsatisfied work, the film was a major box office success. The phase between 1983 and 1986 was the toughest of his career, with only Pallavi Anu Pallavi being a satisfiable film. The rest 3 were done with a lot of compromises. Breakthrough, 1986-1991. In 1986, Mani directed the Tamil romantic drama Mouna Ragam, which starred Revathi and Mohan. The film was critically acclaimed for portraying urban Tamils in a realistic manner. Specifically, it told the story of the friction between a newlywed couple. The score by Ilayaraja was appreciated and became popular upon release. Mouna Ragam was subsequently dubbed into Telugu under the same title and became a hit in Andhra Pradesh as well. The film elevated Mani's status as a director and won the National Film Award for Best Feature Film in Tamil at the 34th National Film Awards. He won his first Filmfare Award for directing the film. In 1987, Mani directed Nayakan starring Kamal Hassan, and the film became a huge success and brought him recognition at the national level. Inspired by the 1972 American crime film, The Godfather, the film was based on the real-life story of underworld Don Varadarajan Mudalia, and tells the story of an orphan slum dweller and his rise to top of the Mumbai underworld hierarchy. Was included in Time magazine's all-time 100 greatest movies in 2005. Satyajit Ray's The Apu trilogy, and Guru Dutt's Pyasa are the only other Indian films that have appeared in the list. Indian critics dubbed the film as India's answer to The Godfather. Nayakan was both commercially successful and critically acclaimed, winning 3 national awards: Best Actor, Best Cinematography and Best Art Direction, at the 35th National Film Awards. The film was India's official entry to the Oscars for Best Foreign Language Film at the 60th Academy Awards, but was not nominated. Following these 2 commercial successes, Mani wrote and directed Agni Nakshathiram in 1988. The film deals with the story of step-brothers played by Prabhu and Karthik and is notable for its use of new techniques in camera framework, especially during the songs. The film had a successful run in the box office. In 1989, Telugu actor Nagarjuna requested Mani Ratnam to direct a Telugu film with him in the lead role, which Ratnam agreed to after initial reluctance. It remains the only Telugu film directed by Ratnam. The film Geetanjali, which had Nagarjuna and Girija Shetty in the lead, told the story of an ill-fated couple, both of whom are suffering from terminal diseases. Geetanjali was critically acclaimed and won the National Film Award for Best Popular Film, providing wholesome entertainment in 1990. In addition, it won the Best Director and Nandi Award for Best Story Writer for Mani. Mani maintained a momentum of making emotional stories of underserved people through the film Anjali in 1990, which starred Baby Shamali as the central character. The film, which also had Raghuvaran and Revati, told the story of an autistic child who changed the lives of people around her. The film proved to be a commercial success and was nominated as India's official entry to the Oscars in the Best Foreign Language Film category at the 63rd Academy Awards. Following Anjali's release, Mani later made another underworld-themed Tamil film, Thalapathy, starring Rajinikanth and Mammootty. The film was an adaptation of Mahabharata, dealt with the friendship between Karna and Duryodhana, portrayed by Rajinikanth and Mammootty respectively. The film met with both critical acclaim and commercial success upon release. Ilayaraja's musical score and Mena's work were highly appreciated, as they both went on to win the Music Director and Best Director awards respectively at the 39th Filmfare Awards. National Acclaim, 1992-99. With Thalapathy, Mani ended his long-term association with music director Ilayaraja, bringing in debutant music director A.R. Rahman to score his Tamil classic Roja. The venture was successful, earning Mani various awards. Roja, a romantic film, was about terrorism in the Kashmir region. Starring Arvind Swamy and Madhu, it was nominated for the Golden Street George Award at the 18th Moscow International Film Festival. It became highly popular, gaining an iconic status in Indian cinema, and was dubbed into other languages and met similar success in other regions. Mani took a more light-hearted approach with his next film, Terrorism. Scripted by Ram Gopal Varma, the film was a fun-filled caper, which was a departure from Mena's previous style, and fared moderately well at the box office. Terrorism was premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival in 1994. Mani again teamed up with Ram Gopal Varma to provide the screenplay for the latter's Telugu film Acclaim, a socio-political film loosely based on The Godfather. In 1995, Mani returned to Tamil language drama through Bombay, starring Arvind Swamy and Manisha Koirala, which told the story of a Hindu-Muslim couple in the midst of the 1993 religious Bombay riots and bombings. It was also the first Indian film to focus on marriage between Hindu and Muslim people. The film met with controversy and censorship upon release, was subsequently dubbed into Hindi and was commercially successful and appreciated by critics. It won a number of awards, such as Nagas Dutt Award for Best Feature Film on National Integration, Special Award from the Political Film Society, In the Spirit of Freedom Award at the Jerusalem International Film Festival, and the Gala Award at the Edinburgh International Film Festival. Mani produced his wife's directorial debut film, Indira, and the critical success Aruva with Mohanlal, Aishwarya Rai, Tabu and Prakash Raj in the lead, his next film as director. Aruva was honoured the best film at the Festival of the Otter Films. At the Fest Film Festival held in Belgrade, in 1998 came the third part of his Terrorism trilogy, named Dil Se, and starring Shah Rukh Khan and Manisha Koirala, with the latter fabricating the second collaboration. It showed the relationship between a young man and a dangerous, disturbed woman. Although they fall in love, she is unable to take the romance further due to her bleak past. The soundtrack album, again composed by A.R. Rahman, gained mass appeal and gave Rahman his next Filmfare Award for Best Music Direction in 1999. Unlike his previous two projects, Dil Se opened with well note among the film critics, and the film poorly performed in the domestic market, despite being a success overseas. It was screened in many international film festivals, and won the NetPack Award in the Berlin International Film Festival. In 2000, Mani directed the romantic drama Alai Payate that starred Madhavan and Shalini. The film focused on marriage and explored relationships and their consequences, and garnered critical recognition. It was also screened at the Berlin International Film Festival. Along with Vasanth, he was instrumental in organizing Netru Indru Nalai, a stage musical that marked the first theatre production, with numerous other artists, to aid the Banyan, an organization that rehabilitates women and children with mental illness. Kannathil Muthamittal and Onwards, 2002-2013. Mani's next film, Kannathil Muthamittal, dealt with the story of a child of Sri Lankan Tamil parentage adopted by Indian parents, who wishes to meet her biological mother during the Sri Lankan Civil War. The film was critically acclaimed and commercially successful, winning 6 National Film Awards, Filmfare Award for Best Direction in Tamil, in the Spirit of Freedom Award at the Jerusalem Film Festival, and an award at the Indian Film Festival of Los Angeles. In 2004, he made Ayuta Ezuthu, which tells the story of how one incident sends the lives of 3 youths on a collision course and received positive reviews. Mani made the film simultaneously in Hindi as Yuva, his second venture into Bollywood. Ajay Devgan, Abhishek Bachchan, and Vivek Oberoi replaced Surya Sivakumar, Madhavan, and Siddharth, respectively in the Hindi version. Unlike Yuva, Ayuta Ezuthu was appreciated by critics. Mani suffered his first heart attack while shooting for Ayuta Ezuthu. In 2007, Mani made Guru, a biographical film based on the life of Dhirubhai Ambani, a business magnate from India. The film starred Abhishek Bachchan and Aishwarya Rai, through his production house, Madras Talkies. The film is set in the early 1950s, became a box office success, and received critical acclaim. Guru was screened at the Tulay Cinemas Dumont section of the 2007 Cannes Film Festival. In 2010, Mani worked on a bilingual film titled Ravanan in Tamil, wherein the film look was unveiled at 2010 Cannes Film Festival, as part of its marketing campaign, and Ravan in Hindi. The Tamil version was dubbed into Telugu and titled Villain. The film was released worldwide on the 18th of June 2010. The film is loosely based on the Hindu epic Ramayana. Its narrative occurs over 14 days when a revolutionist named Veera, who lives in a forest, kidnaps a policeman's wife to avenge his sister's death. The Tamil version received positive reviews from the critics compared to its other versions. The New York Times called the movie a critic's pick. However, the reviewers of the Hindi version panned the film. Rajiv Masand said it was a crushing bore of a film, a disappointment on virtually every count. The Tamil version was declared a box office success. Mani's film Kudan was released worldwide on the 1st of February 2013 to mixed reviews from critics and became a box office failure. Later, the distributor of the film filed a police complaint against Mani on account of the huge losses suffered by him. Comeback, 2015-present. His next film, romantic drama O Kadal Kan Mani starring Dulquer Salmaan and Nithya Menon as the lead pair, was released in April 2015. The cinematography and editing of the film was handled by P.C. Sriram and A. Zrika Prasad respectively, while music was scored by A.R. Rahman. The film depicted the life of a young couple in a live-in relationship in Mumbai, and was said to be a reflection of the modern mindset of urban India. Dealing with issues such as marriage and traditional values. Made at a small budget of 6 crores, the film achieved widespread critical acclaim and commercial success. His next was Katru Valiyada, starring Karthi, Aditi Rao Hydari and Ajay Balaji. Katru Valiyada was released with mixed reviews and was an average in box office. And this film won 2 National Film Awards at the 65th National Film Awards, Best Music Direction and Best Female Playback Singer. His upcoming, Shekhar Shivanthavanam is a multi-starrer from his home productions, starring Arvind Swamy, Silambarasan, Arun Vijay and Vijay Sethupathi as the lead actors, while Jyotika, Aishwarya Rajesh, Aditi Rao Hydari and Dayana Appa are portraying the female leads. The venture is jointly produced by Mani Ratnam and Subhaskaran under their banners Madras Talkies and Leica Productions. The music is composed by A.R. Rahman, while Santosh Sivan is the cinematographer and Zrika Prasad is the editor. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?